Afternoon. I'm Jennifer Deon, and welcome to your TTW News Update. That's Travel and Tour World. It is 12 p.m. in Atlanta, 5 p.m. in London, 8 p.m. in Dubai, and 2 a.m. in Melbourne. Today, we begin with U.S. tourism headwinds, from new tariffs and immigration policies to major cities seeing fewer international visitors. Then we'll explore the global travel boom, sustainability measures, and critical travel alerts you need to know before your next trip. New tariffs and immigration policies under President Donald Trump are hitting the U.S. travel sector hard. International arrivals from Canada and Europe have dropped sharply, and analysts project a 64 billion revenue loss in 2025. Airlines, hotels, cruise lines, and convention cities are all feeling the pinch as higher costs and longer visa waits push some travelers to skip the United States entirely. And nowhere is that impact more visible than in one of America's top tourist destinations. Las Vegas may be seeing fewer visitors this summer, but our TTW correspondent, James Jackson, reports from the Strip the city's energy is very far from gone. In June 2025, the city welcomed only 3.1 million visitors, a 7.3 drop from last year. James Jackson notes that the decline comes as travelers face rising costs, fewer available flights, and shifting vacation habits. But despite the dip, casinos do remain busy. Shows are still selling out, and the Strip is as iconic as ever. His reporting underscores that while the numbers are down, Las Vegas continues to prove that its magic isn't measured in statistics alone. That Las Vegas snapshot is actually part of a broader national trend here in the US. New York, Orlando, Los Angeles, and even Honolulu are seeing double digit drops in international arrivals. For New York City alone, that's a projected 4 billion tourism loss this year. Experts point to tariffs, visa delays, and global perception issues, warning that recovery could take years without policy changes. And while the US navigates these headwinds, many global destinations are thriving, breaking records and drawing travelers in unprecedented numbers. In 2024, as an example, global air travel soared to its strongest post pandemic levels yet, with the US at the time, China, and the United Kingdom leading the charge. Together, they logged nearly 2 billion passengers, with Asia Pacific routes dominated global rankings. And actually, South Korea's Jeju to Seoul corridor remains one of the busiest in the world. Now, travelers to Europe, please take note. The UK Foreign Office has just updated entry requirements for Greece, Italy, France, Germany, Hungary, and Luxembourg. Starting October 12th of this year, 2025, British passports must be issued within the last 10 years and remain valid for 3 months beyond departure. Missing this rule could mean fines, trip cancellations, or even entry bans. Meanwhile, other destinations are not just booming, they're also prioritizing sustainable tourism for the future. Tunisia is one of this year's biggest tourism success stories. It joins the likes of Spain, Mexico, Greece, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. By mid year, the country welcomed 5.2 million visitors, surpassing even pre pandemic levels, thanks in part to new beach resorts, restored cultural sites, and upgraded transportation infrastructure. It's great. New Zealand, meanwhile, will introduce a $20 to $40 eco-tourism tax in 2027 at iconic sites like Milford Sound. These funds will support conservation and infrastructure upgrades as destinations from Iceland to South Africa adopt similar measures to balance revenue with sustainability. That makes sense. And as international destinations plan for the future, travelers closer to the US here face more immediate concerns. If you're visiting the US Southeast this August, prepare for serious flash flood risks. Savannah, Charleston, Jacksonville, Charlotte, and Greenville could see up to 12 inches of rain, affecting roads, outdoor attractions, and smaller airports. Authorities are urging travelers to avoid flooded roads, follow all local emergency guidance, of course, because conditions could turn dangerous really quickly. And finally, an update for those with cross border travel plans. Cross border travel could face turbulence too. Air Canada flight attendants have voted 99.7% in favor of a strike beginning August 16th, 2025, if no deal is reached. More than 1,000 flights a day could be affected at Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver, with ripple effects worldwide. Travelers are urged to monitor airline alerts and consider flexible bookings in the weeks ahead. From US tourism headwinds to global booms and critical travel alerts, today's stories highlight how quickly the travel landscape can change. And so, for the very latest updates and in depth coverage, please visit our website. That's travelandtourworld.com. I'm Jennifer Deaton. Thank you so much for joining us. And wherever your journey takes you, please travel smart and travel safe. Hope to see you next time.